everybody. Good morning. This is Tiana and Elise from Bloodline. We're just here to you guys again, just to kind of talk with you guys and share a little bit of things. Today is March the 27th, and it's around 4 something in the morning.
March 29th.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so tired. It's March 29th, and as I was saying before, it's like around 4 something in the morning, which in Richmond it's like 5 something. We're an hour behind here in New Orleans, and we are actually up because we have to be picked up, be taken to the airport so we can fly back into Atlanta, and then from Atlanta we come in back to Richmond. But just to sit here and just tell you guys some things. I know you guys have been watching the other tapes. I know you've probably been laughing at us, but like, what in the world is going on with that group? And also, you probably heard us say a lot that we want to do spiritual warfare. And I just thought about, you know, those who may be tuning in for the first time or don't know about that. You know, what do we mean by when we're saying that? Bloodline, what we love to do before we actually minister, we always usually do a fast. And for those who are not familiar with fasting, what you're basically doing, you know, as Christians, we're basically consecrating ourselves to God, and we give up something. Some people may give up, you know, watching television, or they may give up food, or they may just, you know, do different things, you know, whatever they desire to give up. One thing that Bloodline we did was a Daniel fast, which we do no sweets, treats, or meats. We usually do fruits and vegetables, all natural products, different things like that. So prior to coming out here, we did a Daniel fast. And I don't know, it was something about this particular fast and coming out here to New Orleans that we could just see the enemy popping up his head in different areas in our lives. I know for me specifically, the week, you know, to come out here, I was just so sick. I mean, I've never been sick like that before. And what I mean by that, you know, I know we believe as a group that when we go to minister, we have assignment, and it's not just us going on television or us going out somewhere just to sing or sound good or pretty, because we know it's not always about how well we sing. It's really about God, period, and about what God wants to do with us. So I know when I started this particular fast that I was just vomiting, y'all, and I don't like to say that word, but no, everything I ate, it was just coming up. You know, I was nauseated, and just, I mean, I had headaches that would just come out of nowhere. I don't know, Delise, you had anything happen to you?
No, not really.
Well, Delise didn't have anything that happened to her. And, you know, actually this week we had a death in the Bloodline family. And Minister Farr, she's not here with us, but we had, you know, a death in the family and different things like that. And so it's just been kind of crazy. You know, I know different members had different things, you know, happen to them. And so we know the higher that we go in Christ, you know, the more we'll be attacked in a sense, if that makes any sense to some of you guys. So prior to coming out here, like we were saying, when you saw like the first tape, you know, when we got to the airport, you know, our tickets was being delayed. You know, I actually got a call from the airport. They called me on my cell phone when we was actually in the airport. Was like, when you guys land into Atlanta, we're not sure you guys won't be able to fly out until Saturday. And, you know, we had to be in New Orleans on Saturday to actually go over there to, you know, to register and do sound check and different things for the Bobby Jones show. And they was telling us that we would have to stay overnight, and, you know, we think about, okay, we have to go hotels, different things like that. And we get on the airplane, little stuff happens, you know. Once we get into New Orleans, they're calling for what, actually when we get into Atlanta, excuse me, on our way to New Orleans, that's my phone, you guys, somebody's texting me. Once we on our way to New Orleans, you know, they're calling for tornado watches and just different things. And we just really believe that the enemy was trying to get us to just try to get off our faith, what we was believing God to do, and get scared, get fearful, and different things. And, you know, as Christians, you know, we walk by faith, not by sight, and we have power in us. And so we have enough power to, you know, speak to the enemy and speak to our situations and counsel things. So one thing we begin to do, you know, is start praying in the spirit, and different things like that. We got into New Orleans, and when we finally made it there, which that was a blessing, we had to run like 30, I think it was more than 30 gates. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, we got to Atlanta. I'm sorry, you guys. We had to run like 35 gates. We got off the airplane and had to catch the subway, and then from the subway had to run, and just different things, so we can make sure we catch our flight. And then once we get there, the flight was delayed again. And so we was just like, you know what, the devil, I'm telling you, you are no good. I mean, if he was a dude, I'm telling you guys, I don't fight, but yeah, it would have been one of those things. So we finally get on our flight. You know, we get here, and everything was kind of going a little smoothly until we get to pick up our baggage. And guess what? Our bags is on another flight. How weird is that?
We had no tracking there because the man didn't put a sticker on it when we left from Richmond.
It was just crazy stuff. So we got delayed again, and we had to stay in the airport for an extra 40 to 45 minutes when we're trying to get to our hotel room to check in. And anybody know about hotels, you don't check in at a certain time, and then you got fees and all that stuff. And we're just like, you know what? He's just trying, you know, he wanted so hard. He want us as the ministry not to minister and not to use what God has in us. But we got our baggage and different things, you know. We actually got to the hotel and everything was good. And God was just working miracles through different things. I mean, our first night, I mean, we got 3 rooms for free. You know, how crazy is that? But we know that's not crazy as Christians. We know that's just God, just his favor that's upon us. So God is just doing a lot of different things. And then, you know, coming up on Saturday morning, we had a time in our rooms where we just praying and worshiping and just thanking God for who he is and for the things that he was going to do. And we get over to the Bobby Jones, everything, you know, goes smoothly. Once we finish ministering that morning, what we decided to do, well, not what we decided to do, I'm sorry, we come off our fast. So, you know, honestly, we're hungry. Duh. And so we get back, you know, ready to go get something to eat and partake, you know, in some food, some New Orleans food and little things we done heard. And we get in the elevator. The elevator gets stuck, you guys. I mean, I'm not talking about it just stop and pause and then it moves. We're stuck between floors. The door opens and all we see is a black wall.
And it's full of people.
Full of people.
One lady was about to have a seizure or something. Like, we had to calm her down.
Yeah.
The other lady just kept pressing the emergency button. We like,
why would you press the emergency button? I mean, well, okay, you will press the emergency button when you're on the elevator, you're stuck. Right. But she opens the door, you guys, and we're actually trapped in between elevators.
And the 26th floor.
So we was just like, you know what? The funny thing about it, none of us, we didn't fear anything. You know, we were just sitting there just like, you know what, God, you know, you ain't taking me out. It's not time for us to go. We know it ain't time for us to go. So we're just going to sit here and watch what you going to do. So, and it actually was a good time for us to minister our faith, you know, on the elevator. People didn't see us breaking out and just like, oh my God, Jesus, Lord, Father. We didn't do none of that. We were just sitting there just like, you know what, look, we plead blood, God got us, and, you know, we're just trying to calm other people down on there. So we believe God, he ministered through that way. And then, as y'all saw the other tape, we was coming down steps and different things like that. And just, you know, I have a platform hills, you guys, coming down some steps. I mean, that's not cool. Yeah, no, that's not cool. So then once we get out, you know, into the city, we want to get something to eat, and all the electricity goes out. I mean, the whole city. I mean, come on, you guys. I mean, is that a coincidence or is that just what? So we just like, Lord, we can't even eat. And maybe God was trying to hold us or something. We don't know, but we couldn't, you know, find anything to eat and then we actually found a spot that one restaurant had a generator. So we went in and, you know, we ready to eat some food, and then it was like all you can eat is like hamburgers and wings. It was just like hamburgers and wings, and usually when you come off a fast, that's not what you really want to eat. Not starting off. Some people can handle it, but some people, you know, their body may not be ready for it, but our body was ready for it, bless God. Okay, back again. So, once we get back to the hotel, we noticed that our hotel bill is ridiculously high and things was going on, and, you know, God just working on a miracle. So different things were just, you know, occurring. And so we just want to let you guys know that for those who've just been praying